mga kaibigan! Welcome to In My Toolbox. This is your go-to channel for all things business, finance, sales, and marketing, and everything interesting. Whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur, a seasoned professional, or someone looking for, just to sharpen your skill set, or maybe you're someone who would like to be the smartest person in the room, this is the space where we unpack the tools that you need to succeed or just simply learning. In each episode, mga kaibigan, we dig deep into the strategies, share actionable insights, offer expert advice to help you navigate the fast-paced world of business. From mastering sales technique and decoding, of course, marketing trends and understanding financial literacy and building a growth-focused mindset, or just anything with value from educated world, hey guys, I got you covered. So think of this as a show as your personal toolbox, always stocked with resources, tips, and inspiration that you need to tackle all of these challenges out there, grow your business, and even achieve your goals. By the way, mga kaibigan, the information provided here is, again, for general informational purposes only, and it should not be considered as a professional advice. Remember, I'm not a tax advisor, a lawyer, financial planner. For advice tailored to your specific situation, again, please consult a qualified professional in the relevant field. So if you're ready, take your game to the next level, guys. Hit subscribe, hit like, and let's build something extraordinary together. My name is Enrico. I'm an economist, financial professional, business consultant, your resource. Again, welcome to In My Toolbox. All right, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are, guys, right? Okay, we have a good and exciting topic tonight. This is all about networking for success, for Pinoy-Friendly events and strategies in the U.S. Well, guys, networking really is going to be an essential skill for maybe career growth. You can include business expansion, and I'm big on this one. I call it personal development. So whether you're an ambitious professional that you're looking to climb the corporate ladder, or an entrepreneur seeking new business connections, or a newcomer, eager to establish a support system, the right networking approach can actually open doors to incredible opportunities for you. Mga kaibigan, when I was new here in Las Vegas, I didn't know anybody literally. I just really had to follow the steps that I'm going to tell you. And I was able to penetrate, and get to know people. And I grew organically relationship in the community. So for Filipinos in the U.S., networking actually carries an additional cultural dimension. See, you carry Filipino blood in you. So there's what you call a cultural dimension that you carry that's innate to you. Now, remember, of course, we're in the United States. American networking culture often actually emphasizes individual achievements and self-promotion. Now, Filipinos are actually known for their strong sense of community, hospitality, and the collaborative spirit. This cultural dimension that I'm talking about, is actually a unique blend of cultural values, which actually presents, both opportunities and challenges in the networking landscape that operates differently from what many Filipinos may be, accustomed to. By understanding how to navigate these differences while staying a true blood Filipino like me, right? That values that we carry, maybe let's look at some values like bayanihan, right? So we call it the community spirit, and makisama, pakikisama, harmonious relationships, right? Filipinos can build meaningful professional and personal networks that support, their aspiration. So this topic tonight, mga kaibigan, we will try to explore some top networking events and some practical strategies and how to maximize each opportunity while embracing the best of both Filipino and American networking cultures. So whether you prefer structured business mixers or informal community gathering, there are numerous Pinoy-friendly networking opportunities here in the U.S., waiting to be tapped by you. Okay, so Pinoy-friendly networking events in the U.S., maybe let's look at the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce events. If you know a Filipino American Chamber of Commerce events, these events will actually bring together business owners. It could actually bring investors. It could bring professionals, and all of this mix, right, guys, will be able to help you know and understand the industry trends and the collaboration opportunities, because of this mix. Example, right? So for example, if you have an FACC in Los Angeles, if they host an annual business mixers where Filipino entrepreneurs will actually have the opportunity to pitch their ideas to investors, attendees actually leave with new partnership, mentorship, and potential funding. See, you may actually look into this type of events out there. It can be in Vegas. It can be in the East Coast. You just have to know that the right chamber of commerce that you would want to connect to, right? Or you can actually tap into the Philippine consulate and embassy gatherings. Consular events are often featuring, they feature networking sessions. Some are cultural festivals and business summits. This allows to connect Filipinos with diplomatic and industry leaders. So if you have a connect with this, try to navigate on how you would be able to get into these networking sessions. Let's just say a Philippine Trade and Investment Summit, right? Say, for example, it's in New York. This will actually showcase opportunities for U.S.-based Filipino interested in investing in the Philippines. See? So that might be a good avenue for you to network. Or simply go to some meetup groups and professional organization. Online, you can actually look at these platforms like meetup.com or even LinkedIn. And some Filipinos would actually host this networking events that is actually tailored to different industries. You might want to look into it. Say, for example, a Filipino IT professional network organizers, and they could actually be having this every month, right? And they always talk about techs. It's a tech talk. Maybe if you're in San Francisco, they're big into this one. Attendees in this type of event can actually share insights on emerging trends, like, especially nowadays, AI and cybersecurities are a huge thing. You might want to look into this one as well. Or simply go to a Filipino community and some charity events. We Filipinos actually love doing this one, like fundraising dinners or fiestas and cultural gatherings. And this could provide a relaxed setting for you. And in a relaxed setting, it will be able to help you build connection while you're actually giving back, since it's a charity event, right? Pasko Sanayon, I think they have this here in the United States too, or a Filipino festival. Not only that the Filipino traditions are being celebrated, but it actually allows you to connect business owners with potential customers and partners in those events. Okay. Another one that you would want to consider are industry conferences with a Filipino focus, conferences. Here in the U.S., there are a lot of conferences. Sometimes it's good. It's a good thing that they feature Filipino American panels or some breakout sessions that might conclude, or they might have in these industry conferences. Okay, maybe like a Filipinos in Entertainment Summit or media, right? It can be here in Las Vegas. It can be in Los Angeles. And this events could highlight Filipino talent. Since it's in California, maybe Hollywood, and this actually allows you to foster connection among creatives and executives as well. See? So you just have to go out there, guys, and look into these topics or look into this event that will actually, might be that might be your interest, right? Let's talk about key networking strategies, especially Filipinos here in the U.S. There, you just don't go there. Number one, you found it. Now you just don't go there. You have to have strategies on how to get into it, right? Now, how can a Filipino like us be able to, connect with these events? The power of, maybe we can look at the power of pakikisama, building good relationships. This type of Filipino value is actually, it talks about harmonious relationship, making it crucial to build genuine connections before discussing business. See, we can easily connect with people. As I always say, a lot of people communicate, but not a lot of people connect. Us Filipinos, we definitely have that edge that we can easily connect. Especially when attending networking events that are, you have to focus on listening. And you have to show interest in others before introducing your business or profession. This might be a good tip for you guys, that, some strategies that you would want to look into so you could easily connect. Not only Filipino events, in any event in that matter. Okay? Another one maybe is using social media as your strategy to strengthen these connections that you would want to create. Platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram maybe. You can actually help maintain relationship after initial meetings. Look at this, guys. When you get into this type of events, after attending, say for example, a Filipino Business Summit, you connect with these key individuals on LinkedIn and engage with their, whatever. If you see some posts, engage it with them, you want to make sure that your radar is actually up, and make sure that that connection is not just a story when you attended an event. You make sure you make something out of that connection. All right. Another strategy that you can look into is leveraging the bayanihan spirit that we have. Guys, we're Filipinos. The bayanihan spirit is innate to us. Community support. Filipinos thrive in an environment where, that we help each other. Offering assistance before asking for favors. And this approach could actually build a lot of trust. Can you imagine that, right? We offer assistance before asking some favors. This is a good strategy, and it's just normal for us. If you meet someone looking for a job, let's just say at a networking event, offer a referral or introduce them to someone who can actually help them. You become a connector, and they may return the favor in the future when it's your turn to need for assistance. Another strategy to look into, guys, is practicing professional or yet warm communication. Filipinos are known for being warm. I know you guys agree with this one. And Filipinos are also known for being approachable, just because of the smile, right? Use this to your advantage, but always maintain professionalism. For example, when you meet with somebody, and then the first time to meet them, a firm handshake, or just a respectful nod. I usually do that, is this. Oh, by the way, the nod can be culturally preferred, and then you do eye contact and a warm smile. There you go. Come on, keep on smiling. This can actually make a very great first impression. And by that strategy, that's a warm communication. Hey, Enrico, I do not know how to smile. Look into the mirror. Look at yourself. Try that smile. See how good you smile. You just don't know it sometimes, right? You have the best smile, guys, all right? So, following up and nurturing relationship is very important as a strategy, because networking doesn't end at the event. Always remember that. Networking doesn't end there. It doesn't end in a firm handshake. It actually is just beginning. A well-crafted follow-up message can actually solidify that connection. Again, it's social media or text, just to make sure, you have a connection after the event. Hey, John, this is Enrico. remember, we met at this event, and that will start the conversation. After a meeting, or maybe after meeting a potential mentor, send a thank you email or a text. The message should reference your conversation when you met them in the event, and then you are actually expressing some interest in, by staying in touch. See, that's actually a very good a strategy to make sure that you make the most out of those networking events. Now, how do you overcome networking challenges? Because, hey, Enrico, it sounds easy, but mostly when you are in a networking event, there's always going to be some challenges, right? Especially on a personal challenge like shyness, and then hesitations, especially in approaching people. Not everybody innately have that, but many Filipinos, right, struggle with the initiation of a conversation, especially in a very unfamiliar setting. And that's normal, guys. I want to make sure that that's normal. Even me, up until today, I have that struggle. But because I know how to, to go over and beyond the challenges, that challenge for me, that issue, right? You might want to look into this solution. You just have to prepare an elevator pitch. Just like, 15 seconds to 30 seconds of elevator pitch. And this elevator pitch is about yourself. And you should be asking or practice to ask an open-ended question to be able to start that conversation. Okay, so you want to make sure that you always have that in your pocket, that elevator pitch, who you are, what you do, and then that question to strike that conversation. So another one maybe is the struggle is balancing Filipino values with American networking norms. That's, again, normal. While Filipinos value humility, U.S. networking culture often actually requires self-promotion. There's nothing wrong with that. It is actually a good thing. So you would want to find a balance by sharing your achievements in a storytelling format rather than you just go outright saying things like you're bragging. There's a difference between that. Okay, so you would want to start a storytelling format about your achievements so it will not come out as if that they're actually bragging. So that's actually a good way of putting it into a self-promotion mode. Okay, another one is a struggle is finding culturally relevant networking spaces. Where do I find all of this networking that I could be able to blend, or sometimes people ask accepted, right? Some Filipinos may feel out of place, especially in mainstream networking events. The solution here is very simple. Seek out Filipino American groups, but also step out of your comfort zone. You have to learn how to step out and allow yourself to step out on your comfort zone. This way you'll be able to diversify your network. I know sometimes, we're so used to just, within your circle or friends or circle of influence only. But now, a step outside that comfort zone will create a bigger space for you, a diversity of network. Right? Another challenge may be maintaining long-distance connection. Many Filipinos have connection across different states or even out of this country internationally, right? So the solution is very simple too. Use virtual networking events, Zoom meetings, and regular check-ins to sustain those relationships. So let me ask you, how do you connect with your loved ones in the Philippines? It's the same thing here, right? So you would want to use all of these avenues, applications that will be able to connect you with your networking friends, if I may say. Okay. Another thing, guys, success stories. Filipinos who that I could share. Filipinos who network their way to the top. From nurse to a hospital administrator. Okay, so I think you guys know some stories that from being a nurse and they're hospital administrators, or not even that, they may be a director of a hospital. I know a registered nurse in California, and they attended a Filipino American Medical Association event where she actually met executives, the C-suites, right? Through this connection, she was able to transition into a leadership role. So that could be your success story too. And this is not just an isolation case. It just so happened she knows how to connect in a networking world, right? And got to connect with C-suites, and the C-suites get to know her, and there she goes. Or maybe an entrepreneur who expanded their business nationwide. Say for example, somebody who started a small food business, but it actually scaled, so big after a networking on a Filipino Chamber of Commerce event. This could happen, where this businessman, he met a lot of distributors and investors, and some other good chef as well that will be able to inject more knowledge into how to put up this small food business, and that's the reason why it scaled up. For some creative Filipino who are creative, it could actually make waves maybe in Hollywood. You could be a filmmaker. You can build your industry connection by maybe attending Filipino representation panels at the film festival. We love that, and this can actually lead to a collaboration with some major studios. Guys, I'm just giving you a possible success stories only if you get out of your comfort zone, knowing where to go, and addressing all these challenges that will be able to stop you from connecting with the right people. Or if you're a business owner, to the right market. Or if you're looking for funds, to the right investors. Right? I hope this things actually, guys, has given you some insights that you'll be able to, how to network successfully, especially on the Pinoy-friendly events, and some strategies that you can make use to penetrate that market here in the United States. All right. So networking, mga kaibigan, it's not just about exchanging business cards. Always remember that. It's about building meaningful relationship. On the very beginning, how would they be remembering you? And this actually can lead to, again, all those success stories, right? Career advancement, business opportunities, and, who knows, this could be your lifelong friendship too. By tapping into Filipino-friendly networking events and embracing cultural strength and strategically following up, it does, again, your networking doesn't end in that event. The follow-up is very important. And then you can position yourself for, being successful person here in the United States. So whether you're an aspiring professional again, or a growing entrepreneur, or someone just looking to spend, growing your circle of influence, or your friends, expanding it, the strategies that I mentioned, mga kaibigan, will help you, of course, navigate that networking landscape while staying true to your Filipino roots and Filipino values. All right. So I hope you're ready to take your next networking game to the next level. Again, start by attending a Pinoy-friendly event near you. You can just go Google what's up, what's happening around you. All right, mga kaibigan, I hope this actually has given you some insight, because that's all for this episode of In My Toolbox. Again, I want to thank you for always tuning in, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this episode or this show. Until the next episode, mga kaibigan, you stay equipped, keep building your dreams. Again, this is Enrico Pobre signing off. See you later, Toolbox Crew!